Part of data visualization series in Excel, we are going to learn column grid chart. To do that, we need three columns. One is the sales. It could be sales, or it could be date, it could be month, it could be year, and so on. Plan versus actual. For example, let's say this is the plan. Let's say plan is to have the 100% target, and actual is whatever the value returned by each sales representative, or it could be month and anything, right? With that, these three things, we need to create a simple bar chart. From the simple bar chart, we can convert using the shape, right? You can convert into amazing chart. All you need to do is that you need to follow 6 basic steps that I will keep in the description. So what we're going to do is that we're going to create this one from scratch. Let's start now. This is the data. Let's say I'm just deleting the entire data set and just giving like Mr. A as an example, or it could be month or anything. Mr. B, Miss A, and Miss B example, right? And then 100% I'm going to give. Okay, and then rand function I'm going to use. So rand function, what it will do, it will return the value between 0 to 1. And all we have to do is that you have to make sure that it has been kept in the percentage. So every time when I change, dynamically the value will get updated, right? So target, this is a constant value, the target, and then this is the achieved percentage, right? So this we can definitely do it. Okay, now with these three data set, you need to go to insert and create the bar chart. To do the bar chart, what I'm doing it, I'm just creating directly from the cluster column, right? You have different options like horizontal one or the vertical one and this one. So this will be okay. And you can just create like this. So now we know that maybe I will just make it big so that it will be easy for you. And I will do little formatting very quickly. I will do so Control B. So it will make everything bold. And I will keep that double click on this chart title. And then we can give a chart, charting also name of this chart, right? So, okay. And then what we can do is that we can just create, okay, sorry. Okay. So here I'm just giving the title equal to, I'm just keeping the equal to here, and then data visualization. This is our chart title name. And then we can get the value access. So what value data labels we can have. So for both the access, we can have a data labels. Okay, this is done. And now we don't need this grids and all that we can do it later also, but I'm just removing it now. Okay, so this is almost done, right? The next two step what we need to do is that we need to get the shape. Let's say we need for achieved and target, I'm going to select the shape. So to go it into the shape, you can go to the shape, and in the shape you can select any of the rectangular. For example, let's say this one, I'm just selecting it, and I'm just making sure that it is filled with color, right? So maybe for actual, we can give as green example. Let's say I'm just giving this green or light green example. And very importantly, very importantly, the shape must have an outline. If not, it will not return that value. And you will not be able to create. What we mean by that, let me just demonstrate to you. All you need to do is that just double click on this. You'll be able to go to shape outline. In the shape outline, make sure that you have an outline. For example, white example, right? So now this shape contain the shape outline. The outline we have given shape fill is green, and then we have given that shape outline as white. And Control D, basically what it will do, it will just create another copy. And for this is, let's say target, we can give it as maybe light gray color, right? That will do. Okay, this is fantastic. So now this also we will double check. I think it is already there as an outline, but we'll double check. So it is already there. Great. So with these two things, we can do it. So remember, the shape must have an outline. If not, we'll not be able to create. Okay, so let's say this is the first one achieved. So what we're gonna do, copy and then double click on this and then paste it here. This is done. Similarly, copy, paste it here. Done, right? So we can just remove this one and right click on this, go to format series, and then you can go here, the fill series. And in the fill, you will have, okay, okay, yeah. So you will have that stack with chart. Stack with chart, you can give 0.1, right? Since we're talking about percentage, it will have a 0.1. If you want very tiny boxes, you can give 0.05 also, but 0.05 will be super small, right? And if you wish to give, you can also give 0.05 also as well, right? It will accelerate by 5 and 5, right? 5, 10, 15, and so on and so forth. And if you wanted to have this, you can do, or we can just do, zero point 0.1, that is multiplied with 10, and this is multiplied with 20, it will happen. 20 boxes for 100 you will get. Okay, let's say we'll go with this itself. Okay, and then similar one, I'm just going to give this also stack with this one. This also I'm going to give 0.05, so that both will be congruent. So this is done, right? And this shape, maybe let me change it to something slightly stronger color. Maybe I'll use this gray, right? And it's not visible. So let's click again and go to the format. And then you have right click on this. Okay, it has changed again since we have done change, and okay, copy this one and paste it back here, and it should work now. So now we are pasting it and it is okay. Now a couple of things we need to do. So this is separately. Now we need to overlap that one, right? To do that overlap, what we can do is that you can just create, you can go to this one. From the beginning itself, we can take that cluster chart into stack chart. But here what we can do, we can just change this data type and just select this change one. In the change, I'm gonna select as a cluster one, right? Let's say you have this option or you have this multiple options you have, right? So you have this option. Let's say we need the horizontal. If you want horizontal, you can just take it. Or if you want, we'll do both actually. We'll do horizontal, we'll do vertical also as well. Okay. Just take it here. And you can see here, the percentage is getting updated, right? So now we don't need, we know it's a target is 100. We don't need this. And this also will do slight changes. Maximum should be 1, just 1. And now you see this is getting updated. This is 98 and all that. So all this 100 and it is beautifully, it has come, right? And let's say this one, I will just right click on this and I'll keep it at the end of the value. Inside end, in the end of the value I can keep, or inside base I can keep, or center I can keep, and I'm just changing it to this value. Okay. I will change it to inside end, I will keep it. Okay. Now you see this is, we have done it in the horizontal format, and every time the value get changed, automatically this will get updated. Now you see that this has been the lowest to highest. So it can easily, we can do it, right? So if you do that control, I mean, if you just refresh the value, automatically getting refreshed, right? If you want this to be outlined with something or filled with something, you can also do it. How we can do? You can just go to home and then let it shape fill. Let's say you wanted to keep it like this, and then rest of the colors you can keep it like this. This also will work, right? Depending upon your requirement, you can absolutely do it, right? Every time the value get changed, you see automatically this is getting updated, right? And then if let's say if you want to make this slightly bigger so that it is available, you can also do that. Or if you wanted to keep it slightly up, you can do. Or small you can do. So every time the value get updated, automatic. Every time you refresh the value, this will be get updated. You can see here, this gets updated, right? So this is on the horizontal one. Like the same thing, if you wanted to create like this vertical one, process is same, pretty much same. All you need to do is that, let's say this is horizontal one, let's do vertical one, right? What I'm going to do is that I'll say that we can change it later or we can do it right away. So let's say we need to have like this. So this will be confusing what is actual and one. That's the reason I prefer doing it in a normal bar chart, and later we can convert that. So we can go to recommended chart, and this is the, now we are talking about horizontal, vertical one, right? Vertical bar chart. So double click, just delete here, go to here, keep the equal to, take the subject. Let's say where is our subject? Subject is here, enter it. So this now has created this one. Let's do it one more time. So go to chart title and equal to, you can give here and then create this one. Okay, this is done, right? And what you can do is that you can enable the data labels both side. Okay, great. So this will not required, and we have already have the shape with the outline. We can very well be able to copy paste that, right? So what you can do, you can just click this shape. Yeah, click this shape, copy and paste it here, and click this shape, copy and paste it here. And this one, perhaps I will make it slightly bold. Okay, this I will change, this shape alone I will change. I'll make it slightly this color, maybe example, it will look good, right? And then I'm just ensuring that same thing has an outline. Yeah, this has an outline, great. So copy and paste it here. And all we have to do is that we have to go to data series and do a formatting. So this is getting pasted. Okay, and you can see here data labels, and go to this. And if you want, if your choice actually, like let's say 0.05, if you wanted to keep, or zero 0.1, you can keep, we can do. So this is, now we can see easily the difference actually. And then similarly, we can do it for this also, y-axis 0.05, 0.05. That means each unit is 5. Right? Okay, this has been done. Now I will just make it bold, and then I'll go to data series. I'll go to design. In the design, this is an important step. So what we can do, once you can go to the design, we need to give a overlap, right? So that overlap options, or we can convert, or you overlap also you can give, right? So overlap, how we can give, for example, let's say you can just select this design and come to this overlap. Sorry, I have to select the one, and then you can give overlap option as 200 example, right? So we need to give 100, and the gap is 21%. So I will keep it here. Okay, maybe example 20%, I'm just keeping it. And now this has overlap. That means target and actual is not, I mean, actual is a target and here is actual. All we need to do is that very small check we need to do. Just click here and go to select data. And you just need to switch that, right? What we mean by switch. For example, this has achieve and target. Target is a bigger value, right? And you can just change it here and give okay. This is done, right? Once it is done, you can see here this has been updated. And anytime when you change the value, this will get updated. One of two ways we can do. One, you can do chart title you can do, or you can switch the data so it will appear. Now both ways works better. And then lastly, we will, what we will do, we will just change this formatting. Go to the design and overall field. The overall field we will do from here, and then we'll take this. We don't need the grid. Okay, and we don't need this. We can just have only this one, right? This one maybe I will give black color, and then this color I will just change it to the small formatting. You can take care of that, right? So right click on this. Make sure that you have only format access. You just keep it only one, right? So this is done now. So every time when you change the value, again, if you wanted to make it slightly bigger to be apparent, you can make it, no, this is very big. So maybe I will just keep it to 14 example. So you see the magic every time this is getting changed. Both the graph is getting changed. So maybe I will just keep it both the one here. This is vertical one. And this is horizontal one. Okay, both getting changed, right? So you see the difference between these two is that, so this is horizontal one and this vertical one, and this is automatically getting sorted actually. This we have done it through that format. We have changed the chart type. And so you see that bigger value come first and then smaller value and so on. This one we can do, or anything you can automatically get changed. Further, you can, if you wanted to slice and dice the formatting, you will be able to do that. This is how you can create a wonderful column grid chart, whether in the horizontal form or vertical form. I hope you find it useful. Please do like, share, subscribe my channel. You have a wonderful day.